Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we're taking a closer look, a deep dive into action point regeneration effects. Yes, like powered, rejuvenators, consumables that you can use like coffee and tea, as well as perks like Action Boy, and so on. I have entire setup here, and I will do my best to explain in simple terms how all this adds up together, what is worth for you to take, what is not, and how crazy can it get. So at this moment, just a regular armor. I intentionally drop my water bar to 0, so there is no extra AP regeneration from that. So you can see at this moment, if I drain my action points, they do regenerate very slowly. That's plus minus the base regen. I try to remove everything. So base AP regeneration is something like that. It's about 7% per second of your total AP that is being normally regenerated. That's a base value. It's determined as well, how much you are getting is determined by your total action point pool. That's important to remember. It's quite often overlooked, but that basically affects your base level of AP regeneration. Let me show you that again. So if I drain it, I open, you can see it's going up slowly, about 10 action points per second. But now, if I quickly just swap a base amount of my action points by increasing agility, agility is the base determining factor of your total AP pool. So now I have 300, so I about doubled it. I drain it now, and take a look on that. Now I'm getting about 20 action points per second. Just by the fact I increase my action point pool, I doubled it, so I doubled regeneration as well. Quite often overlooked, that's why I'm starting from down. Now, there are 3 types of AP regeneration. There is base AP regeneration, starting from 7%, that can be further increased by effects like powered on your armor. So powered, this action point regen, that's not a speed of regeneration, that's added to the base. So equipping entire set like that, my base will go up to around 30%. I should have around 30%, which means about 3 seconds to regenerate entire AP bar. Is that true? And now 1, 2, 3, full AP bar. So that's how powerful powered is. That's adding to the base. There is more effects adding to the base we'll use in a moment too. Those are from consumables. For example, very popular company tea. If you are a herbivore, that's 20 AP regen added to the base. If you are a carnivore, still works, that 10% AP regen added to the base for 1 hour. There is a shorter buff that adds to the base as well. That's called Hard Lemonade. This one is for 10 minutes. And again, base AP regen 10%. And on top of that, max AP is increased too. And that is from alcohol category. So not the food category, not the chem category. It should stack with everything else that you are using. Now, very important, Action Boy. How this stuff works. So that's different. That's not adding 45% to your base. That increasing your AP regeneration speed you already have by 45%. So that's very different. Now, if I equip that in here, look what will happen. Now I drain it all, and 1, 2, just about 2 seconds, I have entire AP bar back instead of 3 seconds. So that's 45% improvement. But in the same time, if I would use it without boosting my base first, so let's remove all the powered effects. All the powered effects removed. Now I drain it. Look how slow it is. It is still the same 45%, but what I'm boosting is my base 7%. So I have very little to start. Increasing very little by nice amount of 45%, you still have very little. That's how it works. Therefore, you need to focus on your base AP regeneration first, which can be affected by consumables, by armor pieces, and then you can use something like Action Boy. The same effect comes from food. If I would drink something, I can get well-hydrated buff, and that will be on top of that. Now the hard AP regeneration, the last type of AP regeneration that you can have for a little bit from consumable like a coffee. That's why coffee is so popular. Where do I have it? Here, I have 317. So that's a short but hard AP regeneration. It says plus 12 AP a second for 25 seconds. And that's not percentage, nothing to do with percentage. It's hard fixed amount that you will get per second. The side effect of those hard regenerations is that your jetpack can run continuously even with one coffee consumed. So if I consume just one, I can stay with the jetpack mode continuously. It's the same, almost the same effect is Rejuvenators, with this only difference, cannot power the jetpack, but everything else is there. So I have that equipped in here, and that's the 4-star effect, Rejuvenators. That's a hard AP regeneration, the same like from coffee, what is extremely important if you are a VATS user. As normally inside VATS, your AP will not regenerate, but with that, it will regenerate. Okay, we'll spawn some enemies that are immortal. That's why we are here, so I can show you the VATS. So let's spawn some immortal enemies and we sit safely in here. They have no range attacks. That's why I choose this spot. It's perfect. So now if I target it, I fire. You can see in VATS. And just the fact I'm inside VATS, you can see my action points are slowly draining. That's how it works. That's the AP in VATS. Now, if I pop some coffee, so how you do that on consoles? I can use a hot button because I'm on PC, but on consoles you just hover over that, then you close, reopen the Pip-Boy. It should be still on coffee. This way you can apply multiple. So I apply now multiple coffee, like 3, and look at that. See, that's the effect of coffee when I'm inside VATS firing. And there is no limit to how much I could use. Okay, again, Pip-Boy, spamming more. So press the use button, that's over 20 coffee. And now you can see what's happening with action point bar when I'm firing it in VATS. That's why hard AP regeneration is indeed so important. Now, how can I enter power armor? I need to avoid this guy as he can kill me very quickly. I want to use the power armor with additional AP regeneration, if I can, before I will get killed. It's coming. It's coming after me. Okay, let's restart. Okay, we have it back. We are wearing now a full set of Rejuvenators power armor. So all those pieces give me hard AP regeneration, the fixed amount not determined by my total AP. Now, if I enter VATS and start firing, you see, that's the amount of AP regeneration I am getting from this effect, and it works when I'm using it. You can see I'm using it, and it's jumping back up. That's why hard AP regeneration is so incredibly important. Now, how high your AP regeneration can go, as I said, I will show you. So we do have Action Boy. We do have Rejuvenators. The one thing I will skip, I will not be boosting my total AP, as it's not really important for this showcase as much. But you can boost it greatly. So Company T is the key, the staple. 20%. It would be 25 if I would be on a team. So it can go slightly higher. Just so you let you know. Something like cooked soft shell meat, that's for carnivores, will be 50 action points. For me, it's only 20, but there are herbivore equivalents I don't currently carry. So let's pop that. And the hard lemonade. So hard lemonade is additional 10%, the same as powered, so adding to the base. So now I have this 10% from hard lemonade for 10 minutes, as well as I should have Company Tea. There it is, 20% AP regeneration, and my water hydration bar is full. with the perk to boost it equipped. So 45% AP regen, therefore the same as Action Boy. The total speed, so my total AP regen speed is almost doubled thanks to Action Boy and that. My base is boosted like crazy with full set of powered and so on. And I'm wearing Rejuvenators. So if I drain it, that's how fast it goes back. It's approximately 1 second, as you can see. If I drain it fully, I wait 1 second. And I think that's... there is no overall cap, but that's in practice how fast you can get it. You cannot really get it faster. 1 second is basically full action point bar in 1 second. That's what you can achieve if you boost everything. So just a quick recap. 3 types of AP regeneration. The base AP regeneration in those percentage points expressed in here, like from Heart Lemonade, from Company Tea, that's your base AP regeneration. This percentage value express how much of your total action points you will get back per second. Now, there is a second effect, which is regeneration speed, like Action Boy, Action Girl, which says how much more you will get from your base. So let's say your base AP regeneration is 25%. You add that on top, so it will be boosted to about 35%. Your base, so way faster. And then there is a hard AP regeneration, like from Coffee, which basically tells you how much action points flat per second you will get, regardless what you do. So that's the only thing that works when you are inside VATS, when you are actively using action points, that still works. All the other base regeneration do not work when you are using action points. So that's why it's so different. And second hard one is from your armor, possible from your armor, not from helmet. That's Rejuvenators. Gradually restores wearers and teammates' health and action points, and that, yes, works on your teammates too. So that's a second hard AP regeneration. Do you still have any questions? Please let me know. Hopefully that was rather clear how action point regeneration works, how much you can achieve, and now you know what is worth it for you. Do you need everything? Do you need something? How much you actually need? In my opinion, 1 second full bar, it's way too fast. You never really need as fast. The fastest reloading weapons take like 2 to 3 seconds to reload, so you could have entire action point bar back. And that being said, thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next one.